Hi guys, Joe at Johnson Farms here, and right now we are treating a case of Bumblefoot. Bumblefoot happens in chickens sometimes when they get like a little small cut or something on their foot, and they're walking around in their own kind of poop all day, so it gets infected. So it's a bacterial infection in their foot, and it looks a lot like a blackhead for people, except for it's just a lot bigger.
It's ginormous.
If you can see here, she uncurled it. There's that big black spot there. Yeah, that is a big bacterial infection. So, talk about the proper way to hold a chicken. You try to hold their wings down so that they don't hurt themselves or hurt you. And there we go. We are soaking her foot in Epsom salt for 15 minutes. And it's a good idea to have this stuff handy. So we have Epsom salt. We have the
Wait,
non-stick.
you didn't introduce your assistant.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is my assistant, Abigail, Dr. Abby Johnson.
Dr. Abby, the chicken expert.
The pimple popper assistant.
She's my expert.
Okay, so what else do we
So
need?
we have the non-stick gauze pads. We have the vet wrap, and the vet wrap, it comes in a bigger roll. I just cut it into, those are the near empty rolls. I just cut them into little 1-inch sections so that I can easily get them between their toes and it fits. We have some triple antibiotic ointment, also known as like Neosporin. What else do we have here? Hydrogen peroxide, and we have implements, some things just to help pluck out the infection. Like tweezers and things like that. The knife was just used to open the... That's my pocket knife that was just used to open the Epsom salt. And you really should wear gloves. I'm going to put gloves on before I handle her foot because it is a bacterial infection and those can transfer to humans like staph infections and stuff like that. So whenever you're handling Bumblefoot, wear gloves, wash your hands, sanitize. It's no joke. So right now we're just letting it soak. And at the 15-minute mark, we will pull it out and try to get it.
All right.
Get it cleaned up.
We'll check back in a couple minutes.
Tight. Again, so she doesn't flop around. I have my Scoopy scraper.
Oh, yes. Scoopy scraper. Sorry, it's hard to get out with gloves. Scoopy scraper.
Okay, and this should kind of pull out. It might be a little harder to see.
That's okay. I'm pretty sure everyone doesn't want to see it nice and close.
Work my way around the sides. Let me get the pointy scraper.
Pointy scraper.
And scoot the tray closer so I can put these down, please. Thank you. And we sanitized all the tools beforehand because the last thing you want to do is add another kind of infection.
Pointy scraper, sir.
This is just a nail kit. I think it has like a lot of the different tools that we could use. And the thing about chickens, I mean, I'm trying to be as gentle as I can, but I know that it is what's best for them. So I have to get it out. But what I'm doing, it's not that it doesn't hurt. It's that being still is one of their defense mechanisms. So, I mean,
Just because they're not crying and running and screaming
around,
doesn't mean it doesn't hurt them. Goose,
right.
You can't come over.
I need a scalpel blade.
It's right here, honey. Open that one. Goose, go. Ryan, your job is to keep the cat away.
So we got another assistants here. We got Goose and Maverick, our barn cats here. Always
And Ryan's trying to keep them busy because these two, Maverick's keeping himself busy. Goose, not so much. This is one of 30 chickens that we have to check.
So I just went around the outside of it, and you can see it's coming out. That is like the black scab.
That's on top.
believe that's the infection in there. So we're gonna spray that with the peroxide. You see it bubbling up like right away.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Oh, gross. Oh.
Doing good, sweet pea. Doing good.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but you know, this happens with chickens. I mean, it just happens. No matter how clean you keep the coop, there's a testament to that. No matter
They're
how clean you
constantly
keep the coop,
digging
they're
into
constantly
everything.
digging. They're getting places. They're cutting their feet up. I mean,
They're-
it's not like
Sheldon
they wear
had a
shoes and
fresh
socks.
poop the other day, and
Yeah,
they just
they-
dug right through it
They
right
dig
away.
through some really nasty stuff, so they do get infections on their feet. But they become painful, so you gotta keep up on these. And unfortunately, I think we might have a couple to do today because we haven't done this in a while because we just haven't thought about it. Unfortunately.
Oh, that looks so much better than it did, though. That's what people.
Okay, we let that peroxide sit and sprayed it a couple times, so we will put some Neosporin in there. And Abby, do you want to cut a gauze pad into 4?
That one's open, honey, if you need it already.
Oh, this one? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cut a gauze pad. Very even, but here you go.
Perfect. Okay, see that is going to fit nicely there. And then this actually is a feather. I thought it was something sticking out of her foot. It's actually a feather that doesn't have any. Like if you look at this foot, it's
Sharp
one.
feather.
Yeah, I thought she had like a nasty splinter, and the poor girl, I was trying to pull her splinter out, but it was a feather. So I'm really sorry. You're having a really bad day.
She
I'm really
is
sorry.
having a bad day.
So okay,
Oh.
let's go ahead and wrap this up now with the vet wrap. And this is the self-adhesive, like, well, not really self-adhesive, it just kind of
Sticks to itself.
Sticks to itself. It's okay. You see, I got it going between the toes, and going around itself a couple times, because chickens are violent little creatures. If they sense something wrong with her foot, they will just keep biting at it and eating it, and you know, they will eat her alive. And she'll peck at her own foot too. So there we go. And so we're gonna wrap it up nice and not too tight, but
Never really
just
looked
so it doesn't fall off.
at the chicken's nails up close. They're creepy looking, like hands. Ooh, thanks for the extra close up.
There we go. And up her leg. Up her leg.
I don't know how well it'll stick because she's all wet from being in the salt.
Oh, this will actually, it will stick. It sticks to itself. It's like a.
Oh,
There we go. And
now on to the
You
next
did
foot.
good.
She has
You did
another
good.
foot, honey.
yeah, her other one's fine, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's got Bumblefoot in it too. That's why I put them both in there.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Sweetheart,
Uh-oh.
I'm so sorry. Okay, so she should be all set for now. We'll come back and change her bandages in a couple days and make sure she's healing up okay. Make sure the bumble is gone, and she should be she should feel a lot better now. So she's all set. That's how you clean up Bumblefoot.